All right. So, since the last time I was out here, people came out here once, like immediately after, and slapped a bunch of wood up. And I actually had to go back behind them and pull up all of that wood because they gapped everything. And then when the wood shrank, the gaps between the wood was exceeding 1 inch. So yeah, we can't have that on something like this. So I had to pull everything up, and actually you can kind of see that ramp right there. They did, and there's those gaps still. We're gonna leave those because they're not greater than a 1/2 inch. But everything else I could like stick my whole hand through. So I had to come out here. The weeds were up to the bottom of that plywood, the whole castle. So I had to come out here and weed whack the first day I was out here, and that took all day. Just getting that stuff cleared out. But as far as wood's concerned, Rick has a buddy that has a sawmill, and he has a bunch of dimensional lumber that's rough cut. That he said as long as Rick's helping him out, he'll cut him a nice deal on it. So he's going to be buying more of this stuff that's 2 inches or thicker that we're going to put on here, because we're noticing a lot of the pressure treated lumber, since it's been sitting out, it's definitely starting to cup, and it's getting a little squeaky. So I went out here, and everything I'm pulling up, obviously I'm putting it back down tighter, but everything that I did put down the first time, I'm going back through and tightening all that. So yeah, so standing in the center of the castle with my back, well, we're facing the back of the field. So last time that ramp was not in place, this ramp was not, that ramp was not, and neither was any of this. So we'll start with right here. So this ramp here was installed. Again, this is one of the ones that had been installed with gaps, and you can see that those are there, but that's not anything we need to worry about. They're not causing trip hazards, and people can't shoot through those. I got this transition area in here. It looks like crap, but this corner of the castle, when it was welded together, is not welded exactly like the other side, or the other side, or the other side. So we're treating each one of these individually and trying our best to make it so we're not creating trip hazards and ankle rolling hazards and stuff. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to come back with the sander and take that lip away on either side. But I mean, you can see the gaps on this one. That's got to come up. That platform is correct, but from that light colored plank right there all the way down to this board's where it needs to be, but the rest of them need to come up and get flush tight, and then we'll put beveled board or whatever, cut board in there to bridge that gap. So that's new. What I'm standing on is new, and yes, Fat Kid has been jumping up and down on this, and it's not budging. So if my fat ass can jump on it, most of you all will be able to run up on here, and it's not going to budge at all. This ramp has been redone. This is the one I could actually stick my hand through the gaps. So it's been redone all the way up here to the top. So this ramp, or this, not ramp, but this platform has been redone. And here's all that dimensional lumber that we've been getting. So all that stuff I can throw myself and other people on that. It's not going to budge. It's 2 inches, 2.5 inches thick, but it's running all the way up to the top there. I gotta finish that transition. I put a board in there just so people don't trip and fall. But this ramp needs to be done, and we're going to try doing something different with that corner and then that corner. Our goal actually was to get it so we can put a barrier here on this edge, so that way nobody plays past this point, but they can still play this half of the castle all the way up top. And we will be putting a barrier on, I don't know if Rick wants to put it here or down at the bottom. I think up here would be better, just so people stay away from that side. And a barrier at the edge there, so that way basically we have this half of the castle that is playable for, birthday groups and private groups and stuff like that. I don't think walk-ons are going to come through here. little kids playing for birthday groups. I really don't foresee them body slamming the side panels here. You know, when they get into a firefight, like throwing their whole body into it. Walk-ons, I've seen that happen. So we're putting new planks on the floor. We haven't gotten to the sides yet. So if we're going to allow people up here, it's probably going to be the demographic of people who are too small to put holes in the castle. But that's up to Rick, really. We've been throwing around the idea. He wants to be able to get people out here and walking around and physically experiencing that, yes, it's being redone. So that way people can be excited about it being redone and playing in it. So I'm excited that I am at this point. I mean, it looks like I'm about, you know, if I probably added up all the ramps and tried some sort of percentage and all that crap, I'm probably about 48 to 49% done with the ramps. So, which is good. We've got more lumber. I need to go get the kids, so I'm stopping for the day. But we've got more lumber. We can fix this. When I fix all this, that's going to create a big enough gap up here. I need to put lumber in. And then I'll run back down that side over to that corner, or maybe even start building that ramp up to that corner. Whatever's going to help me work better. But yeah, I'm going to finish cleaning up, and that's it.